Optimus Magnum.
What's good, YouTube? I'm Optimus Magnum, otherwise known as Tony, and welcome back to my channel. Now, this is a little bit of different video than I normally do, but this is 2 years in the making. 2 years, guys. I've been waiting 2 years for this product, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about this product, how excited I am about to tell you about it, and just all the joy it's already brought to me in the 2 days that I've had it, 2 or 3 days or whatever I've had it. It's been so cool. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for stopping my video and taking the time out of your day to just stop by and say hello. You know, leave that like, leave that comment, subscribe, and also click the little notification bell that lets you know when I have a new video up. Taking the time out to do that makes me just so appreciative and thankful, and I want to thank all of you guys from the bottom of my heart for, giving me that love and support. I appreciate all of you. Now let's get to this video. It's so cool. Now, I don't do reviews. This isn't a review. This is just me showing this off because I love it. Now, I'm a big retro guy. I love the 80s. I love the 90s, especially the 80s the most. It's basically the time I grew up. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm an older guy. I'm 46 now, going on 47. And I just love the 80s. Like, I've always loved the 80s. I've loved living during the 80s. I collect things like nostalgic towards the 80s, some 90s, but mostly towards the 80s. And it's been a big part. It was a big part of my life. And I just loved that growing up. And one of the big things growing up was listening to LL Cool J's Radio, his album, for the first time. And the songs on that were just so dope. The songs were so kick butt, basically. And the cover of it had this cool boombox on the cover. And right now, I've been looking for that boombox forever. You can't find it. And if you can find it, you're going to pay $1,700 for it or more, because collectors collect boomboxes as well. And I don't collect boomboxes, but I just like that boombox. And to have this boombox after years of seeing it on that cover of that CD and wanting it is just so cool. And I don't have the actual boombox, but what I do have is the replica. And the replica is basically the JVC RC M90 boombox. And bam! And you're like, wait, that's a case. It is a case. But what's inside the case is what you want. Look at this bad boy. So beautiful, isn't it? This is a replica boombox made by New Wave Toys, the Replitronics M90, and this thing is dopeness. It is dope. Now the case, first of all, the case. Look how cool this case is. And the case has this great foam on it right there to protect it, keep it safe, and it does its job. And it also came with strap. So there's little strap things right here to hold it. I haven't put them on yet, but the strap is right here. So little carrying thing for the radio. And then there's also a few other little touches. I'm gonna show you what the touches are. There's these little knobs that came with it. Now these little knobs, I'll take one out. They're right here, and they're made for basically. I'll show you real quick. So this radio has little dials, as you can see here. There's little dials right there. Oh, sorry, the radio was on. It just turned off. Okay, so the radio has little dials, right? And these are little dials right here. And that's for bass, treble, and fader. And they actually work. It also has a built-in FM tuner. And this is the tuner right here. I won't show you that because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Because if any kind of radio station comes on, any kind of music plays, YouTube's going to flag it. So I won't show you that, but it does work, trust me. It tunes on, the little lights pop up here, the little LEDs. I can show you tuning it. I can turn it on and show you tuning it. But I can't actually hit the radio station or else I get in trouble. But it also has this really cool feature here, which is a little cassette thing. And it came with a little mini Memorex cassette. See that? How cool is that, guys? A little mini Memorex cassette that you slide in there and you just boop, closes like that and put it in there. And that cassette came with a little carrying case for the cassette with the little stickers in it and the reversible touch on the thing. It actually says Memorex on it here. I'll show it to you real quick. Like I said, I'm not a reviewer. This is going to be all over the place, but this is so cool because I'm so excited. So how does Mr. Right Way do it? So excited. All right, so this thing right here, the little paper, it's just like the old days where you flip this back around the other way and you would write your songs that you put on the cassette right here. You can't really see it because it's not going to be able to focus fast enough, but you can see the lines kind of right there. So that's the part that you put it on. The other side, it actually says Memorex DBS right there. You can kind of see it, but this is so dope. And it goes in there like that, like a normal cassette, and it has the stickers that you would put on the cassette as well to name what your cassette was. 80s mix, 90s mix, whatever, you know. Your little mix to your girlfriend you used to do back in the day. Now don't tell me you guys didn't do that, because you did. But this is so cool. Now these little, like I said, these little this big knob here is for these knobs. Basically, you would put it on your knob here, and that's how you turn your knobs this way. In case you have really big fingers and you can't turn the knobs this way, like you just can't get a grip on there. I can do it barely, so it doesn't matter. I leave it alone. But oh, I can't pull it off now. There it is. Okay, so but yeah, this is really, really cool. Now the other cool thing about this is it came with another one, the micro. How dope is this, y'all? How dope is this? Seriously. Now this one is just a Bluetooth speaker. The big one is a Bluetooth speaker and an AM/FM tuner. This one's just a little Bluetooth speaker. It doesn't have anything, but it charges by a little USB micro on the back, and the power button is in the back there, and that's how you turn it on. And this thing sounds amazing. I'll show you how it sounds real quick. I'll turn it on. I have my phone right here. All right, I have my phone on. It automatically will attach. So as soon as you turn this on, the Bluetooth is basically searching for, you know, your Bluetooth device, and you just make your device searchable. And as soon as you connect, it comes on. It'll automatically connect, or you can just connect to your device. Either or, you can connect to this really easily. You just pair it up, and it just syncs. So I'll play a song. I have Stream Beats on because I don't want to get copyright strike. Now through this device, there's no volume control on the device. You control your volume through your phone or your MP3 player, or whatever you're using that's Bluetooth connected to this. As you see, it gets loud. These are little 6-watt speakers, but these speakers pack a punch, and it is loud. All right, I will turn this off and I will show you the other one after I show you what this came with. So now this came, I don't know if this was the deal. Now I have a couple things I want to talk to you about from this, and it's not really complaints. They're just, because I'm not really complaining about this. It's just that they're more or less like concerns. So this thing was supposed to come with a the little one came with a micro USB charger, and the big one was supposed to come with a USB-C charge cable. It did not. I noticed other videos, other people got theirs, but I, for some reason, didn't get mine. But for some reason, I got 2 remotes. So this is a remote basically for the device, for the big radio, the mini. The mini is called the mini is the big one. The micro is the small one. I know it's weird to call the big one the mini, but that's the case. So this little remote control, and as I grab the radio here, I'll show you more features about this radio in just a minute, but the little remote control fits right here. And this basically operates the device. It has a power switch on the top. That's the red button. The one underneath it is the mode, so it switches between radio and the Bluetooth. And then the play and pause, and then of course previous and next buttons down here, so you can cycle through your songs on your MP3 player or your phone. So that's how that works. I'll show you how that works in a minute. I'll plug it back in. But I want to show you also a couple features on this. It has an antenna now, or antenna and handlebars here. Now the handlebars, there's this little string on here. It has a little New Wave Toys sticker thing on it, but for some reason there's glue or some kind of sticky substance right here. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be the case. Now I watched other videos and I didn't see that on the radio. So I'm not sure what happened there, and I'm not messing with it because I already contacted New Wave Toys, and I wanted to make sure I took care of this, or in case it was something that was defective or something. Also on the front, you see the levels indicators here. So you can't tell, I don't know if you can tell by this, but it's actually off-centered. So I can't, they're not centered correctly. So the levels indicators don't work. It's just basically a piece of paper to look like that, like the replica. But for some reason, it's off-centered. It's not straight. So I was a little annoyed by that. And this little button right here, the eject button for the cassette, that is also off-centered, a little crooked as well. And I was a little disappointed by that. So I let them know that, you know, that was the case and that the radio works great. And I appreciate, you know, them sending it to me and everything like that. But I just wanted to make sure that they knew that was the case, so they can either send me another one or hopefully send me another one. I could send this one back to them, or I don't know, just rectify it somehow. But it does have working antennas as well. I'm not going to pull them out too much because I don't want to break them. I don't know why. They just seem so flimsy, but they do work, and they do, see that? They do pull up. So I'm going to put these back because I didn't really mess with them. The little micros also work. The little antennas come up and they come out as well, but you don't need it because it's not an FM tuner. So it's just more for the eyes to look at. But yeah, this thing is dope. Now the back, I want to show you the back too. The back of this is really cool because it has, I'll show you this real quick. It has an auxiliary cable for auxiliary in, like if you're just basically plugging right into your MP3 player or phone that way. It has a micro SD card so you can, or a slot so you can read the micro SD cards and play music off of that as well. And then it has a USB-C. This is for charging this actual device. And then there's a USB plug-in as well for your phone, or to plug in any device that you need to charge, mostly basically your phone. So if you're playing this using your phone, you can also charge your phone using this device, which is, I think, a really cool feature. Now this thing has 30 watts. This speaker is 30 watts. The small one, the micro, is 6 watts. This one's 30 watts. And I think that's a lot of power. First started, I think, with 16 watts, if I'm not mistaken, but then they upped it as they realized it just wasn't sounding good for them. So they upped it to 30 watts, and I think that was a very, very nice touch because it ended up working out very well. And I think this thing sounds great. And I'll let you hear it now. All right, so it turns on in the front. This is a little different from the micro. The micro turns on in the back.
That's what she said.
Because it only has basically one button. This one has a power button, and then there's this is the previous and then the next. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the mode right here. This is the play and pause. This is previous and next. So we want to hit the power button. Now it's going to let you know when it's synced, which is right there. It just synced with my phone, and now you hit play. And now it's also playing the music that I just had on from Stream Beats. Now the bass, you can tell. I'll turn this up for you guys. Now the bass, you can tell. When I turn this bass up, you can hear it. You can turn the treble down. Turn that treble back up. And here's the right speaker. Here's all the way to the left. This thing sounds amazing. I am so impressed by this. Now I'll pause it. I'll put the mode to the radio. You can see hear that? It's a cool touch they added for the radio. Now the radio pops on. It's a working tuner, like I said. I'm not going to leave it on too long. Team of designers and crafts. But yeah, that's basically, and you hit mode, it does that noise as well. So this thing is just dope. And like I said, you hit play and pause again. And there you go. It took me a minute, but I guess you have to hit mode a couple times. But Really cool feature, like I said, really cool thing. All right, let's pause that. And I think this thing is just so cool. So like I said, guys, they're gonna have 6 more of these. They're making, it's 1 of 7. So it comes with 2 manuals, of course, the micro and the mini manual. And in the manual, I noticed that there's, you can't see it here, but there's basically, there we go. There's basically 7 radios there. One is the one that I have, and then there's 6 more blank there. So apparently they're gonna make 6 more replicas. I'm not sure what they're gonna be. Like, I haven't seen anything on it. I don't know what the actual replicas are gonna be. I can only guess or assume, but they're gonna be really cool ones. I plan on collecting each and every one of these because I think these are really cool, and they will go really nice on a shelf back here with some album covers and things like that. I really think that's what I want to do because I just, like I said, I love the 80s. I love the 80s and 90s. I love that time, and this is a big part of my life. But I really like this. They're gonna make, they made now a black one, the one that I have here, and they made also a blue one with blue speakers. Not a blue radio, but blue speakers, basically same radio but with blue speakers. And that was the only Kickstarter version. So, and I don't know, I don't think they're making any other blue ones for the public. They're making only black for the public. So this is going to be released to the public at some point. I'm not sure when, but there's going to be like so many that are released to the public, and you got to get your hands on it basically while you can. If you back the Kickstarter like I did, you got this now, and that's right now they're fulfilling all the Kickstarter orders first, and then they'll eventually get to the public ones and then release them to the public as well. But I think this is a really cool touch. I think this is a really cool radio, and it sounds great, and probably one of the best bang for your buck Bluetooth speakers out there, especially aesthetically. Like, it looks so good. It looks so cool. I'm a little scared to take it anywhere because I don't think I want to take this somewhere with me, like to a beach or something, and it's for fear of it might get taken or stolen or lose it, or just, you know, water hits it or something like that. I don't want to get sand in it. It's just, it's too cool of a boombox to me to be taken somewhere like that, you know, somewhere else outside. Like, I just don't feel like it's like it'd do it justice. But maybe if I had a spare one, I would do that. But right now, I don't think I could do it. So I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys. But yeah, so anyways, if you get your hands on one of these, or you want one of these, I definitely suggest keep an eye out for New Wave Toys and see if they're going to release one, when they're going to release it, because I definitely suggest getting one of these. This is really dope, guys. It's really nice to have, and I think it's just a really cool thing to own. And yeah, that's it. So guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and also click that notification bell to let you know when I am also putting up another video. And thanks again for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys make me so happy, and I really appreciate you guys following it and following along and giving me all that love and support. All right. So thanks again, guys. And as always, happy gaming.